Hello, everyone watching. Welcome to another episode of the Unnamed Podcast. Today, I have a very bad guest with me, who also happens to be one of my bestest friends, Mr. Adhiraj Kenkre. Now, Adhiraj and me have been friends since college, and I know almost everything about him, and we have grown up together. But one thing that still intrigues me is his taste in cinema, and which is very good. Now, today I want what I want to learn from him is what actually makes good cinema, because he is that type of a person who watches a lot of films, has a very deep understanding and knowledge about films, and just has one of the best films recommendations ever. So, Adhiraj,
Thank you.
welcome. Yes, and on that note, let's start. Adhiraj, please tell me, what do you think good cinema is?
I think so. Good cinema is one which entertains you. It's a it's a thing which just pulls you in the that screen.
Okay.
You should forget that where you're watching, what time you're watching, what is happening outside. You should forget it. It's like it should hypnotize you and just pull you in that scene. You should be a part of that scene.
And what has been one of the films that has done this to you?
It's not one movie. There are many movies. For example, like movies of the older movie, not now, the 2000 to 2010 period of
Okay. Tell me, which is your favorite era of films?
favorite era. I'll
Huh.
say between 2000 and 2010.
2000 and 2010.
Yeah.
Same. That is
The-
for us,
Yeah.
our age bracket.
Yeah.
We are 24,
24.
24 right now, and for us, that is the golden era of everything. Everything. Let it be films, let it be music. That is the golden era, 2000 to 2010. Because after that, everything was a downfall.
Yeah,
Everything
it
went
was like a
downhill.
copy of something which was working.
Which is your favorite film from that time?
There's not one movie. If you say a comedy movie, then I'll say Hera Fairy. If you say what is a romantic movie in that era, I'll say any Shah Rukh Khan movies.
Huh.
Then we didn't had a lot of action movies in that era. Else.
Can't remember
There
any.
only. See, can't remember.
remember
You can remember a lot of Akshay Kumar movies with Paresh Rawal and
The
Priya
typical
Darshan.
comedy.
And
Comedy
you
film.
had the best.
David Dhawan.
Yeah, David Dhawan was in mostly in 90s. 2000s he was a little less. In
Okay.
2000 you had Priya Darshan.
Sorry, sir.
Then-
Short-term memory loss.
Yeah, then in 2000 you had the best Shah Rukh Khan era was going on. Amir Khan, Oscar, Lagan.
Lagan.
We had best Amir Khan movie. Salman Khan was down in that period. So you had very good movies which were putting effort. I'll tell you that word effort is very big in movies. We were putting effort. I'll say.
Okay, and what actually do you feel has changed from that time to now?
Now I think the people are making movies to make money.
Commercial aspect has grown.
No, on the commercial. It's like when is that's my point of view. I'm no great person to tell, but what I think as a viewer is that people are first thinking ki, from this scene, how much people will cheer and how much people will make money from that one scene. Like how much people will make a reel on that scene, or इस पर कितनी सीटियाँ बजेगी, or they are thinking of that. They are not thinking on more like entertaining or how important that scene is for the storyline. They're more going for the this will give you that money shot. I'll say more than.
Sorry, children.
No, now very important that you said that. You know, when you say this, that commercial aspect of cinema, I remember seeing on the internet some podcast with Rohit Shetty. Now he was explaining why that is very
Net.
important. Why that commercial aspect of cinema. He was saying that whenever someone is spending that amount of money, so suppose he said someone's earning 60,000 rupees a month and he's spending a couple of thousand rupees just to watch this film because he's taking his family and everything there. That film, that whatever price he's paying, it should be worth the money.
मैं like 200 रुपए में लोगों को जीना मत सिखा.
Correct. Because, and that is actually very true.
It's very true.
Because if someone is spending, because what I feel is films give you an escape of sorts.
Yeah.
If you're an average human being, a layman, and if you want that, look, there are a lot of problems going on in your life. There is a lot of things that's going on your mind at the moment. And going inside that theater, watching that film, listening to everyone cheer on that particular shot just gives you an escape from reality.
Yeah, but that only I'm saying for that 2000. If you're saying a 2000 buck movie, so what I saying? Okay, about Rohit Shetty said action movie or commercial movie. When you make a commercial movie, put some efforts in story, put some efforts in other stuff, which is makes it little cinematic rather than a commercial guy. So I'm saying a movie should be enjoyed by, say, auto wala and also someone who is driving a big car.
But what do you have any examples? But I can't think of anything like that.
Pathan, the most recent example,
Huh.
because I saw that they make another reaction videos.
Hmm.
So there was a reaction in Getty Galaxy, which is little like single screen which goes in Mumbai. You had people shouting, dancing, and you had scenes of PVR also, where
Hmm.
like a ticket will cost you 500 rupees. They were also enjoying. So I'm saying that thing still goes. KGF was there. There are so many examples. It does not mean that when you're making a masala movie, you should make it like anything. Yeah, Rohit Shetty has lost his taste in
No,
movies.
I haven't seen Pathan, so I can't really comment on that.
What was the
But-
last movie you saw? Like,
Last film that I saw was in the theater.
I know one movie you liked it very much.
It has to be, I think, Gangubai, because
It was a very good movie,
that was a very nice
and it
film.
was a proper theater experience movie.
It was. That's the last, I think, because have I seen any other film after that? I have. I've seen Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantum Mania.
Latest movie is
हाँ,
theater.
and that was so,
Pathetic.
मतलब so bad. It made me forget that I watched that film in the theater.
Tell me one thing. Sorry.
Nothing about the film was memorable.
No, what has changed so much of Marvel? Because remember, for us, going to Marvel movie was a big thing.
It was a festival of sorts.
Because remember, अरे trailer launch झाला.
picture.
No, we used to say trailer launch झाला. मागीर आणि कितें जालें? The events are
Hय.
going on. Then there was the interviews which were taken, and the
मध्ये
movie.
leaks येताले.
The leaks were coming. And the biggest thing was, अरे the movie is released. We were in the class area discussing when to go for movie, but now it is dead.
I think see.
No, I'm
in,
like how
in,
what has
in that
changed?
third phase of Marvel, the grandeur was something that people would expect and they would get. But now, since that is what people are expecting, they are just doing that thing. There is nothing adding that there is nothing that they are doing that is adding to the grandeur. It is only grand.
No, I'll ask you one question.
Story
You
is
saw the
pathetic.
latest
Execution
Ant-Man
is
3,
pathetic.
and you saw the first Ant-Man. Ant-Man 1 and Ant-Man 3.
Ant-Man 1,
What
Ant-Man
are the
3.
difference you're looking? What made it so boring in that movie?
It's become very childish and it's actually very logicless.
Logicless.
It is
We
logicless.
can't go. I mean, in the superhero movies, there is a bit
No,
of
I
less
know.
logic. Movie.
I completely agree with that. So when you're watching a superhero film, logic is supposed to be kept out of the
Yes.
theater. But at least some things need to make sense.
Yeah.
Like for example,
Can you tell me a particular scene which made you like, should walk? Did you feel like walking out of the theater?
I did because some action scenes were so, according to their own logic, it was flawed. Now in I think Ant-Man, his superpower is becoming small and big.
Small and big.
So how that happens is
Sorry, children.
how that happens is spin particles increase the space between your atoms. Now if you consider that logic, your mass should not change. So if I am right now 75 kgs,
Yeah.
when I use the pin particle to become smaller,
Yeah.
my weight even at this size would be 75 kgs.
Yes.
And if I'm 75 kgs, how can he walk on someone's hand and his hand not fall down?
True. But
Then again, last scene of Ant-Man.
no, but no, I'm asking this. You're talking about Ant-Man in general. I'm asking you what was it, because this is the thing which you must have questioned the Ant-Man one also.
But I noticed it now. तब मैं बच्चा था ना, दिमाग इतना चलता नहीं रहा.
But we are talking about cinematic. You're talking about technical, but I'm not talking about technical. What?
But even that is supposed to be worked on. Why not? If you're giving an experience to people,
Yeah.
at least make it somewhat believable. At least it in your own logic, in your own film logic,
Yeah.
make it correct. Why not? And see that one thing that matlab that walk out of the theater feeling when I watched Ant-Man was that big fat just face wala
I
villain.
have not seen the movie, not seen the trailer, not seen the thing.
Shit.
Because I tell you, when my thing for Marvel just ended was after Loki. It was just got over. After,
Loki was nice though.
no, Loki was nice, but it was so complicated that it was like going for an exam. Like you should know everything what is happening before. You should go and do so much. It was becoming too like research type thing. You should not go and just watch it for the entertainment. It was like it became too much. Like you should know this, you should know that, you should know the comic.
That
blah,
is
blah,
what
blah.
keeps you engrossed in the cinematic universe,
But they
right?
should also think about the people who are like the new timers. You can't just go in such a narrow.
Tell me how many people would not be aware about Marvel in today's day and age.
There are many movies. See,
How many? You tell me how many, because the biggest
See, and
films
if I give you
ever-
about like say example 100 people are there, then from that I think so maybe 40 will don't know about Marvel.
and the rest 60 would know, and
Yeah.
that is a huge deal.
They know that is Marvel. They don't know what character is doing what his superpowers are. They will not. They know. See, when you say Superman, superheroes, they will say Batman, Superman, your other Iron Man, 3, 4 guys only. How many?
Rarely, I don't think even Iron Man would be as famous as Superman.
No, I think so because of Downey and the things which were going on, people must have.
But that depends even that depends on the age group that you're asking. Because if you ask our parents, they would know who Iron Man is.
No, but they know what Superman is.
That
They
is
know
because the
Batman.
legacy has been continued since the 70s and
True, true,
60s.
true, So
And-
it was, we'll come out of that phase now. We are talking about
Okay,
movies.
so why I felt like walking out of the theater in Ant-Man, because biggest reason was very, very, very bad VFX.
VFX was bad.
VFX was very bad, very unrealistic, very
It's a
cartoony,
very shocking thing to
very cartoony.
hear out
If
Marvel.
you look at Iron Man 1,
Hmm.
you look at Iron Man 2, whatever scenes they depicted, I am talking about the quality of VFX. When he's wearing the suit, it actually looks like a metal suit. It's shining, the contrast is correct, the shadow is correct, the glistening on metal when light falls, that is correct. But in the recent films, it is just gone
So
to
yours are
crap.
careless now. They
Very careless.
I don't know.
Because everything looks very right
that
now.
the word which has
Marvel
the
looks
efforts-
very cartoony to me.
Cartoon है. They don't care you're saying now. मतलब कुछ भी बनाओ और बेच दो.
ऐसा मेरे को तो लगता है अभी
But that
जैसा
show-
वो लोग काम कर रहे हैं तो उससे तो ऐसा ही लगता है.
But that has shown a lot in. It's not you and me saying that, but if you go to the numbers and all, most of the movies are failing. Dude, last Friday, Shazam released. How many people know?
Shazam आइले ना भाई.
This Friday it was released. Nobody knows. See, I told you. People see one more thing which I said. People get bored of it.
Yeah, because the anticipation of a superhero film is lost.
It's lost.
Because there are so many superheroes right now, you can't keep track. Previously, they were what? Batman, Superman, biggest heroes of all time. Then everyone else started coming, like Flash, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and the franchise became so big that it is very difficult to keep track of it. For an average man like me, I wouldn't say you. Now, if you ask me who's in the entire DC lineup of superheroes, I wouldn't know. Because there are so many that
You know Batman, Superman.
I know Batman, Superman, Flash, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg,
Yeah. Cyborg is there. Flash is it?
Flash Miller.
That
Okay. I am not layman, chalo. But for any other person who would not be aware about films as much, because I have seen films throughout my life very much, because TV was the only entertainment I had. So I know, but for any other person to get to know about films is very difficult, because the lineup has become so big, and that I think has made people lose interest.
True.
There is no one particular superhero that अरे ऐसे पिक्चर है मेरे को जाके देखना है.
No, it's very
ऐसा मेरे को
less.
अभी नहीं
I
होता
think
है.
people are just bored and they don't care only.
Correct.
Basically, they don't care. So okay, so you said your last movie in Hollywood was Gangubai in theaters.
In theater,
But did you watch any movies in like on OTT platform or anything?
Thar.
Yeah, that was a
Ah.
very I don't know that word how to pronounce it, but it was a very niche kind of a movie. Very few people. saw
I
it.
think that was very well executed. The storyline, since
That is a like proper
since-
art house movie. Like,
हाँ,
people-
since the first scene, it kept me engaged because I don't think there was any point in the film that I thought, "Arey, why let's watch something else," because that is a very real thing that happens on your phone. On your phone, you have so much liberty to pause the video to watch it sometime later. That if you start at 1 o'clock, it is very difficult to finish the entire movie within
No,
that
you
particular
can't
time frame.
start a movie at 1 o'clock. I think so.
And if any film is able to achieve that to keep you engaged for that entire 2 hours, I think it's a huge feat, and that is an excellent film. And
Very
Thar
good.
did that to me. I saw Thar from start to end in one. I never felt that I should stop watching this or do something else. It was so damn
what
engaging.
was like the acting, the story? What made you like hook to it?
Well, the first hook was that shooting scene.
That वो दूर से
हाँ,
मारता है.
हाँ, दूर से मारता है और पता नहीं चलता है कि किसने मारा है. And then the protagonist comes. But in the end, you find out the protagonist is causing all the havoc. So the last twist at the end of the film, I think that is the money shot in this film.
I think you know that he. I've seen that movie like long time ago, so I have vague ideas about that. But it was a good movie.
It was a very good film. Tell me what are your some films that you would consider watching even today, Bollywood
Again,
again.
it depends upon the director. I will say, like Darshan movies. Not all, but majority. If he, out of 100, I'll say 60 or 70 as movies which he made were movies that you can rewatch anytime. Then you have Sriram Ravan.
Okay.
Then you have.
Which is your favorite director?
It's difficult. I'll take three names. Kabir Singh. No, sorry, Kabir Khan.
Kabir Khan.
The person who made 83, Kabul
हाँ.
Express, Tiger.
हाँ.
You know, he does research on his movies. He can make a very good movie. Then Zoya Akhtar and Sriram Rawat.
Okay.
And all these three directors make different kind of movies.
And what do you think they have something in common that you like?
Efforts. They will research on it. They will put effort. They don't make movies for me. Rohit Shetty, I really like Rohit Shetty when he's Chennai Express, Golmaal and all that. But now
that era.
Now he
That era.
knows that अरे ये किया ना मतलब. You know.
दिखेगा.
Yeah, but no.
मेरे को पैसा मिलेगा.
Circus showed him the mirror.
Circus I saw on Netflix. 5 minutes done. Pura.
I saw the
No,
trailer
but-
and I said, forget it. Bye bye.
So badly executed. They've got such a big budget. Why are they using sets?
Dude. The cast. You people die for such a cast.
Exactly. The cast is so splendid, but
Now-
it is so effort
I think
less.
So he has lost his charm, dude. Look, he has to work on his thing. He's the director who just lost mojo, I'll say.
Because in my opinion, Rohit Shetty knows how to make good commercial cinema. At least he knew how to make very good commercial cinema. If I go in a theater and if I watch it, I will be happy while coming back.
I think that knowing became a overconfidence. I think the
Might be.
I saw that in Simba where it became little less than Suryavansham. It was gone and now it is gone 100%.
Circus was absolutely pathetic.
It became a super flop.
Disgusting film. The story.
Nobody knows.
And I
also
think the
movie
worst
came.
part about Circus was selecting the cast for that particular whichever roles they had. What is it called? Searching for
Casting.
people. Casting was done pathetically. Very terrible casting.
I don't think so. Rohit Shetty does casting also. He has that same bunch of people who are doing same kind of thing. Then he takes one hero who is popular in that area, and Akshay Kumar comes for that.
Was Akshay Kumar there in Circus?
Who knows? I didn't saw the trailer. I'm telling you.
I saw 5 minutes and I was done. No more Circus, please.
No, that was gone. So there are very bad movies.
And Hollywood film.
Yeah, the list is very big.
Any particular director that you like?
Very difficult right now. There are many everybody will
Name
say
one. Try to name one.
Scorsese is there, then your Tarantino is there. So I'll just take the mainstream names only.
Huh.
But there is one more guy who made this Banshee, that or the one who is also the Oscars. He's that guy who makes like a movie after every 4 years. That he
Okay.
made. I can't pronounce his name. I don't remember. He made like 7 Psychopaths, 3 Billboards on some
No,
street.
I'm asking you because I have a follow up.
Hmm.
Now, similarly, what is the one thing that these directors have in common? Would you say?
Like those Hindi wala 3 or
हाँ.
the English?
No, the English wala 3.
I'd say efforts only, dude. Like they know. Uh, they put efforts, right? I'm telling you, they have a story. No, they will not just come and start. They will put effort. They will do the right casting. They know how to remove that thing out of the actors. I'm not saying any actor is the best actor, but they know what that actor can do in that scene. So
Hmm.
they will just take that much and say like, okay, cut.
Hmm.
You saw this movie, The Whale?
The Whale, nare.
Recommending, please watch.
Kira sa The Whale.
He's I don't know the disease which he's a very fat guy.
Ah,
The Brandon
Mummy wala.
Yeah, the Brandon Fraser. His name is Brandon Fraser, and he won an Oscar.
Oh, Brendan
Fraser.
Fraser. Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser.
And this is the best movie. Oh, this is the best movie.
Hmm. Brendan Fraser at one particular time was very huge, and
There's
then
a big
suddenly-
controversy on
I
him.
know, I know. I've seen a couple of those videos.
2010, he was just blacklisted, and now it's like his comeback movie.
Ah.
But that is a very good movie.
The
Not
Whale.
even good, it's a great movie. Just watch it.
Okay, okay. Any film recommendations that you would have for me and everyone watching?
Not all the movies that were nominated for the Oscars. I'll say.
Not all.
No,
All?
No, yeah, like 5 movies which were nominated for the Oscar, like best movie.
Huh?
Watch them.
Huh?
They are good. Dude. There are many others also, but they are good. Like in some, give it a try. See, I'm not saying what is the best for me will be suit for you, but give it a try. I'll say it is the easiest thing I can say. Like shortlist for those movies, movies in which the best actor and best actresses are nominated for those movies. If you're more into technical part, then go for like what was that?
Cinematography.
Thank you. That then original story, adapted story. Then what those movies? That's like easiest way I can recommend you a movie.
Okay.
Did you watch Top Gun? You watch Top Gun?
Top Gun. Nah.
Oh shit, that was a really good movie, and I'm
No, which? The first one or the second,
second one.
Say, I haven't seen second. First Top Gun I have seen.
Okay, you watch that movie, no?
Huh.
You will say I want to take my bike and just go out for a ride.
Why? Okay, it's that
It's the
good.
best movie. Like it's like boom, boom, boom.
But then that I think would be a would
It
be
was
a
like
theater
it was there for
experience.
this also Oscar nomination for some song like sound mixing or something. Yeah,
So now if you're saying all of that, now it would be very difficult for me to watch it on my phone because in my mind right now perception is that is a theater worthy film.
but now see, it's like you have missed that train of not watching it in the theater. So forget it and now watch on phone.
Asam's speaker baro taso.
Yeah, you have a good speaker. You have that thing. Watch it now. See, you have to what is it?
Watch good cinema to understand good cinema.
Yeah, and do some IMDb. I'll spend more time on IMDb rather than my Instagram. Go on IMDb, research, find who's your favorite director. Don't go on actors. I will say go on directors and watch and prefer those directors.
Because take things out of the actor.
Yes, because actors are good, not director is the main.
Okay. And on that note, I think it's been a lovely conversation. And yeah, on that note, I think we should end now because if we speak anything further, gin and tonic will just not gin and
What is it? We'll not this.
well, anyways, on that note, let me thank Adhiraj. Adhiraj, thank you very much for enlightening me and giving me more knowledge about cinema and what good cinema is. And whatever recommendations Adhiraj had, I would definitely watch them. And if you get time, you do watch them also.
You can also recommend us. Please
And
recommend
in the
movie.
comments, if you have any other film that he should watch
Yeah.
and I should watch only, man, please comment down below. And yes, that's I think
we will be back.
We will be back.
I'll be back.
I'll be back with another episode.
Yeah,
well, thank you very much for watching. Have a great morning, evening, night, wherever you're watching, whenever you're watching. Bye bye.
Bye.